Here's what they talk about when they say prepare for your surroundings. So I want it to be outside. Let's see if this is okay, tolerable. I like the trees behind me, but now I'm just noticing that there's cars too. And a little bit of wind. This might be annoying for you. I might have to keep this short, or else you'll have to see this kind of uglyish building behind me. There we go. We'll try that. All right, it's Friday evening, I guess I'll say, because it doesn't feel like nighttime, and I refuse to believe it's nighttime just yet. So you'll have to bear with the cars behind me, because I really wanted sunshine on my face, even though it's a little bit cold and I'm wearing my jacket. So thanks for being here. Let me know who you all are, because I love having company. And is that you, Bernadette? Are you here? So sweet you messaged me. Yes, I was a little bit late, just trying to take care of some loose ends before chiming in here. And you know, today I feel like it's important to talk about resilience or resiliency. Hey, Mary, nice to see you. It says my connection is weak too, so let me see if I can get closer to the building where my internet is. Yeah, so, you know, I feel like with everything that's going on, it's important for us to be resilient. Yay, Bernadette, it is you. I love you. I love it when you join. And Jamie too, multitasking. Yeah, you just probably saw my other post to our little group. So yeah, my fingers have been a-flying trying to figure out how to take care of everything I need to take care of. So thanks for being here, and I don't mean to be too annoying with the wind here, so I'll probably keep it relatively short. But you know, like, we gotta be resilient, right? Wait, that building is really pretty. Let's walk over there. I'm taking you for a walk. Kevin! Hello, my friend. You're driving. Okay, be safe. You can, at least you can listen to me. A lot of conversation about just what's going on, you know, in the news happening in my office. And a lot of times I'll try and stop that conversation, or at least I'll try to interrupt it, because it's kind of negative, you know, and it affects me. It affects everybody when you hear negative news, right? And that can be negative news that's portrayed in the media, or it can be. And can you guys let me know if I'm coming through okay? Give me a thumbs up if I'm coming through okay, because it says my connection is weak. I'm not getting a thumbs up, so I'm going to. I'm out in the parking lot. You got me. A little choppy. Okay. Is it still choppy? This is so funny, you guys. This phenomenon called Facebook Live. I'm like walking around trying to. So, yeah, like I said, I'll probably keep it short for that reason. But you know, it could be personal news from what's going on in your own personal life or people around you, and it can really pull you down, and it's okay to be down. And what I find is that, completely paused. All right, I have a feeling I'm going to be walking you back into my office. Here we go. No outside for me. No outside for me. Not today. All right. Okay now? Great. How's this view? What do you think of that one? Okay. I can just prop up my camera right up here. Good. The important part is to be able to bounce back, and this is really key, and I do my best to practice doing that, bouncing back. And that doesn't mean to ignore, you know, what's going on as if, oh, everything's okay, hunky-dory, yeah, no problem. We can acknowledge what's going on around us, and then do what we can to just, you know, take that deep breath, right, Jamie? Like, you're all about, like, finding balance, right? Sometimes it means just taking a deep breath and grounding yourself, and then just going, okay, I got this. I can do this. Kevin says, resilience is doing stubborn, relentless practice on what you love. Ooh. Resilience is doing stubborn, relentless practice on what you love. That's really good, Kevin. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we can take hits and feel like we're getting knocked down, and that can be by circumstances in your own life, or it can just be by someone's energy. People's energy can feel real strong. It can be boisterous, or it can be harsh. It can be mean. Even if it's happy and excitable, that can still kind of blow you away, and you got to kind of stand your ground again and come back to yourself. And for me, that's what resilience is coming back to yourself and just reassessing your situation and arriving again, being present again. And it takes practice, and it takes reminders, and it takes friends and family to help you do that. It sometimes takes other people. We're not always able to recognize that on our own. And I certainly have support network around me who helps me out, to reground and to remind myself, so that I can remind myself who it is and what I'm up to. Yay, Bernadette, you're back. Or I'm back for you, I guess. And so it felt important for me to acknowledge that today, that bit about being resilient. And I certainly have found myself having to bounce back quite a lot. And that's all right, it's actually been an interesting, so sweet. Are you giving me the heart eyes, the in love face? It's important to be able to bounce back, and if you feel like something's not going your way, it's human nature for us to go through those emotions and then to do what we can to process whatever it is that we're going through, and then reframe. The skill and the practice comes in the reframe. If we can step back and take a different perspective on what that circumstance is. And usually when I do that, or if I ask somebody to help me do that, I can feel better about whatever it is that's happening. And that's always the goal, is to feel better. When we can feel better, our energy rises, we feel uplifted, and we can be so much more effective in our daily life. We can be more productive in our work. We can be happier and more supportive in our personal relationships, because we're feeling happy, we're feeling joy. We can bring ourselves to feel joy. So we might be feeling down in the dumps on the one hand, and if you can't do it yourself, ask somebody to help you out. Bounce your ideas off of somebody. Find someone's shoulder to cry on if that's what you need. And then once you get through that initial phase, let yourself be uplifted. Let somebody else uplift you. Because it's very easy for us to say, yeah, but. I find myself doing that. And then I have to stop. Because that yeah, but, negates everything that just happened. So someone might be saying something really wonderful to you. That's true. That's very true. And it's true from their perspective, but it's probably true about you. And you can hear it on the one hand, but you're still kind of almost wanting to be in that other frequency where you are, which is okay too. There's no judgment on that. But if you want to feel change, then you can let someone else lift you up. And you can accept that compliment, or you can accept whatever laughter is going on around you, and you can allow yourself to feel uplifted. And I feel like I'm getting better at that. I feel like I kind of grew up with that yeah, but going on in my mind. Yeah, but I can do better. Yeah, but I should have known better. I should have done differently. It's like we're really good at beating ourselves up sometimes. And over the years, I found it important to practice not doing that as much. And, maybe I can have confidence in those people around me. This is what I've taught myself. To trust that what they're saying is true, to trust that they have valid opinions and insight, and they're not just trying to blow smoke as if, oh, well, hush, hush, let's just get you through that, whatever it is that you're feeling, because it's not really important. I really think that you're great, and that's all that it takes. Because that's not credible, right? That doesn't feel good. But when you can decide that you have good taste in your friends. You can decide that you have good taste in the people who hang out around you. And you can decide to believe what it is that they're reflecting back to you. So maybe your opinion isn't the only one that matters, right? If your opinion is that things are horrible and feel bad and doom and gloom out there in the world, that's one opinion. So what if you could place importance on other people's opinions too, people that you value? And what if you can believe what they're telling you? so that you can pick yourself back up. So it doesn't mean that they're picking you up. Yes, they're making that effort. Like Bernadette is always, I see her at the dental school, and she's always got this great big smile, and I don't know, she might not be feeling all smiley inside, right? But maybe she is. It doesn't matter, because when I see her, I just feel this glow happen, you know, and I feel picked up. So is it that Bernadette's picking me up, or is it that I'm picking myself up? So you can ponder that one. But I believe it's that I'm allowing myself to be uplifted. And this is part of what I mean when I say resilience, because we can bounce back. And even if someone said something to you that doesn't feel very good or wasn't very nice, or you saw a headline that made you feel really awful because you're compassionate and you feel for the people in that story, you can still decide that that's happening in the outer world, and it's not necessarily happening in your own inner world, and you can choose what happens in your own inner world. So sweet for you to state, yes, you truly deserve to be uplifted, and so do you, and so do we all, right? We're all deserving people. It's very easy for us to talk ourselves and belittle ourselves sometimes. I think that's what like that inner dark voice within does, and no buts about it, totally. Because that's a habit to say, yeah, but. That's a habit, and we can, with practice, break out of our habits and find things improving and feel better. And I like that. That's what I like about being resilient. And so that's my topic for today. And I hope that you can ponder that and find ways in which you can be resilient. You know, what are ways that you can bounce back from whatever state that you might find yourself in that doesn't feel so pleasant? Because that's my point, is that when we can feel good, when we can feel uplifted, when we can feel happy, that's when good things happen around us. You just switch your mood and you watch what happens with people around you. And I'm not saying not to be authentic. Like if something stressful happens in my own life, I can't see what those are that you just, it's applause. Yes. Like, let's say I had a stressful conversation, or I was looking at banking numbers that weren't what I wanted them to be, or just something, you know, something that seemed upsetting. But now it's time for me to go see my patients. And I truly can shift my demeanor, and it's authentic and it's real, to be with that person. Like I have this shut-off switch that I can do. It doesn't mean that I'm not thinking other thoughts, but it's taken practice, and I can feel like I arrive, like I'm here now with you, and I'll take that time to wash my hands and put on my gloves or my mask, whatever it is that helps me prepare to be able to walk into my treatment area. That's one example. I'm just using that because that's what my daily work is. Whatever your daily life is, you can see ways that you can just alter your perspective just a moment. You know, see what happens when you smile and say, hey, good to see you, and you really mean it. Good to see you, but I'm not feeling that great. Okay, maybe you're not, but what if you go with that, good to see you, and let yourself feel good to see that person? It's great, it's wonderful, it's an awesome way. Like, you can do that with your cat or your dog or your bird or your hamster or whatever animals you have around you, right? You feel, your heart swells, you know, it's like you feel happy when you see your pet. You can let yourself feel happy when you see other people. You can let yourself feel happy when you come home, or when you're going to run your errands. You can just let yourself shift your reality. Just try it, see what happens, give it a try. That's my little challenge to you. Give it a try, see how resilient you are, because I think you're gonna prove yourself to be super resilient. And that's a really great way to lead life, I must say. So I want to thank everyone around me, all of you who joined me, and those of you in my network, and those of you in my family and my close friends. Just thank you for helping me feel resilient and be resilient and bounce back when I need to and when I want to bounce back. Hey, Mary, thank you. So I think that's it for this Friday Night Live. I'm so glad that you were here. Please share this post, or share my page to your friends. Let them know that I'm here, and I'm determined. I'm still showing up here every Friday evening, even though it's a little bit later than usual. And so let people know that I'm here, and ask them to join in, like the page, follow the page, and go to those settings, on the following tab on Facebook, so that they can click to be alerted for all of my video posts. And that's how, like, you were able to see a notification and you were able to click on it and go, okay, I'm gonna watch and see her being live. That's how they'll be able to do it too. It takes one extra step to check that following tab. And then I'll post it at some point over the weekend to YouTube as well. And they can subscribe there too. But I love just spreading the joy as best I can, and I thank you guys for joining me, because that helps me out. It's like we've got this great feedback. Brenda, hey, nice to see you. Oh, you're missing out. And I got to see your video too today during one of my little breaks, so that was really great to see you too. So nice to have you join, and I'm going to be calling it quits for this evening, so I guess you'll have to see the replay. And yeah, anyway, good to be me, good to be you. Dedication and resilience, absolute, Bernadette. And happy Friday to you too, Brenda. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.